yoga terrace here that we have every morning at sunrise at 7 a.m. here in Ella, Sri Lanka. Okay, so the first part of the sequence, most of you are actually very well seated. I'll just share with you a seating position if you want to try it. You can alternate back and forth. If you go on just the knees and the toes like this is called Thunderbolt. It's a very nice position. It's a little handy one to have after lunch or dinner because it blocks the circulation a bit in the legs, speeds up the metabolism, and gets rid of drowsy feeling. So, little yoga share. So once you're here, you can just separate the knees slightly, take your brick, slide it underneath like a bicycle seat, and this works right under the base of the spine. This is called gracious pose. This is quite nice, gives a good vertical spine, it's comfortable. As long as it doesn't bother your knees, your ankles, you're okay. So now if this one's bothering you at any time, I have these bolsters for 2 people. And here's another seating position. You come up with these ideas when you're in India for like 8 hours, 10 hours, and there's no furniture. Long classrooms. So sit on the edge of the mat with the block, and then place the 2 bolsters here. This is also a nice position, so you can stay a while. And the whole idea behind the yoga actually is to get the body conditioned, so you can stay in meditation position for 2 or 3 hours. You know? So it's good to find a comfortable spot. You guys want this? Do you want to try, or can you try it? Okay. So put the brick at the edge of the seat, at the edge of the mat there behind you, on the mat, Sit on top. Yeah, sure. Yeah. These are actually really good. I don't have to tell them to get more. The little square cushions don't work as well. Hang on. Why? 8 hours now. Yeah. The classes in India, like the yoga teacher training, are really like long all day sort of things. And yeah, you're like looking around going, there's no chair, you know. It's a strange thing. But between these 2 poses, you can normally last, in my opinion, 2 or 3 hours, you know, at a time. Anyway, well, just close your eyes. We're going to roll our shoulders back. Place your fingers, our forefinger and thumb here on the knee in mudra. Palms are on the tops of the knees. Remember all the breathing today through the nose. Deep inhale and exhale. And now we'll take our right hand, just place it on the abdomen, feeling a gentle contraction, expansion with each breath here. And now we'll open our eyes. Just place your 2 hands together facing each other here at the abdomen. And we'll do what's called prana mudra. This is to move the energy up from the base to the crown. So with the inhale breath, just lifting the hands up in front, all the way, passing the heart, the throat. And then when you get to the very top, palms are facing up and the elbows down towards the mat. And again, keep your eyes closed, and then just count, holding your breath, or retention of breath, for 5 Om. So 1 Om, 2 Om, 3 Om, 4 Om, 5 Om. Then just retracing your steps, hands coming back down, again passing the throat chakra, heart chakra, all all the way down to the base, completely compressing the air out of the abdomen. And then when you're ready for the inhalation, coming back up again slowly, all the way to the top, to the crown. And then again, holding the breath, retention of breath for 5 ohm, 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 3 ohm, 4 ohm, 5 ohm. And retracing your steps one more time. Exhale breath, nice and slowly. Get all the air out. Now repeat this 5 times at your own pace. And if you want to hold your breath a little longer at the top, feel free. But again, just take your time, keep the eyes closed. Focus on the breath, matching the movement here. When you're finished, just place your hands again in mudra, forefinger and thumb touching, palm of the knee. Stay here for a moment with the eyes still closed, just enjoying the sensation, being in the present with the sound of the birds, morning breeze. Opening your eyes. We'll do one more breath work here. Is anyone familiar with alternate nostril breathing? No? I've been doing yoga for a long time, and recently, well, in the past couple of years, got more into the pranayamas and the breath work. And they're very nice practices to add in to your day. And this one that we're going to do, alternate nostril breathing, can actually improve short-term memory and actually keeps is very effective in making a nice calm for your whole day. It's a very balancing practice. So you do 5 rounds in the morning on each side. It's worth pursuing. So you're just going to take your thumb and your middle finger and forefinger. Place the thumb on one nostril, okay? And you're covering like your middle of your temple or your third eye here with the forefinger and thumb, or the forefinger and middle finger. And we're just going to breathe through this nostril here. So you want to inhale through here, filling the belly with air, and then make a retention of breath like we did in the previous technique, this time for 10 seconds. So 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 3 ohm, 4 ohm, 5 ohm, 6 ohm, 7 ohm, 8 ohm, 9 ohm, 10 ohm. And then exhaling through the same nostril, completely compressing all the air out. Don't breathe in yet. Here you want to do a retention of breath for 5 ohm, always half on the exhale. 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 3 ohm, 4 ohm, 5 ohm. So we'll do it one more time together. Again, inhale through that nostril. Let's open. Fill the belly with air. Count to 10. 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 3 ohm, 4 ohm, 5 ohm, 6 ohm, 7 ohm, 8 ohm, 9 ohm, 10 ohm. And then exhale through the same nostril. Completely compressing the abdomen. All the air out. Retention of breath for 5 ohm. 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 3 ohm, 4 ohm, 5 ohm. Now repeat this 3 more times on this side, so you've done a total of 5, and then switch the hands to the other side, do 5 rounds on this side. So finish to the side that you're on, do 3 rounds, and then switch sides, the hands and the nostril to the other side. Now when you've completed the rounds on both sides, just place your hands on your knees, mudra again. Maintain the eyes closed. Again, the sensations, being the present, the calm of the breath. And now we'll begin the movement for the sequence and start activating the bodies. So open your eyes, raise your arms up to the sky. Deep inhale breath here. Looking up to the sky, moving the fingers, the articulations, lengthening the spine, and letting the hands just out to the side here. Arms to the side, and again, moving the fingers like a piano player. Strumming the keys, one direction, and then to keep things equal, opposite direction. And then the palms facing up, same thing. Some of these techniques we'll do while we're seated come from a series called Pawan Muktasana, which is sort of a branch of hatha focused on longevity of life and keeping the body all functioning. And now raise your arms up again, deep inhale breath. This time lacing the fingers together, pushing the palms upwards, opening the forearms and the wrists, lengthening the shoulders and the back. Stay here for a breath. And then when you're ready with the exhale breath, just let yourself sway to one side. Keep the head in the center and the arms as straight as possible. Just focusing that breath, closing the eyes, sending the breath, making a passageway to the side torso there. I'll try to do that in each pose we can today, closing the eyes and just sending the breath to the area that's being activated. And on the inhale breath, coming back up to center, pushing the palms up to the sky again, and exhale off to the other side. Inhale, coming back up to center, and pushing the hands up all the way there. And then exhale, let the hands out in front, flicking the fingers, just get a little circulation going back. We'll raise our arms up to the sky again, deep inhale breath. Capture the elbows here, and we'll do a little bit of circle movement with the breath. So drop yourself over to your right hand side, exhale breath, just gently with the gravity, exhale to the center. As you're swooping up, make that your inhale. Just nice and slow with the breath. Don't lean too far, stay seated nicely on the block. Just opening a little bit the lower back and the shoulders, keeping the arms raised above the head if you can. And next time around, just pause at the top. Take a breath here, lengthen the spine again. And then exhale breath, go the opposite direction. Same thing, exhale as you're going forward. As you're coming up and around, inhale breath. And pause at the top. Lower your hands just down to your knees. Raise your arms out in front of you. This is just for the wrists here. Again, a subtle movement. Closing the eyes, lifting the hands. Inhale, breath. And then exhale, pushing down. A few more times to set your own pace here with the breath. Your arms up to the sky again. Next inhale, breath. Don't go for gentle twists here. So take your right hand, place it on your left shoulder, and your other hand, wrap it around, capture the waist of the back of the hand. Once you're here, take this hand that's on the top of the shoulder, gently press it, turning your gaze, looking over your back with the exhale, making some space, and using the other hand as a counter against the waist as well. And just staying here, keep the chin parallel to the floor, raised, vertical spine. And now just gently unwrap yourself for your hug. Raise your arms up to the sky again. Deep inhale breath. Lengthening out all the way. Get verticality in the spine before dropping into the twist. And then drop your left hand. Your left hand just on your top of your right shoulder. Your other hand, wrapping it around the back there. And with the exhale breath, what I like to call gentle insistence, just pushing yourself back with your gaze, making some space there, lower back and shoulder. And inhale. One time. Hands out in front. We'll try, this one has a funny name. It's called the cow face pose. So reach one hand up behind you. It's for the shoulders. The other hand, reach it up and around. Try to catch your fingers. Everybody have their fingers caught? Almost? No? Okay. Stay where you are. Yoga strap. No, we're going to do both sides, so either one. Okay. You just take the strap here, then this arm, bring it out, bring it up, and around and out. There you go. It opens the socket. Capture the strap there. And when you're doing this pose, it's always important to keep the chin raised for breath. There you go. And you're comfortable. It's like almost here. Here, use the strap. There you go. It's more comfortable because then once you have the strap or the fingers touching, you can do a little bit more progression on it. You pull the elbows back. It gets more opening in the shoulder. And you get more benefit out of the posture. Just stay there for some breaths. Try to keep a smile, not a cow face. And again, if you want to explore a little bit this position, this pose, with the exhale breath, just pull the elbows back. And that again opens the shoulders and the front of the chest as well. And now, release the fingers, the strap. We'll switch sides. So if you have the strap, you want to take the strap in the other hand now, above you. Oh, there you go. And just drop that down, or the hand. And then take the other hand, open it up the socket, and shoot it up the spine. Try to visualize the elbows, one elbow pointing upwards to the sky, and the other one down towards the earth, towards the mat. And then once you're there, make sure you keep your chin raised for good breath. Deep belly breath here. Then maybe with the next exhale, you want to try exploring getting a little more space. Bring those elbows back, opening the shoulders. And release. It's the strap to the side if you have one. We'll just do a gentle movement here. One last one. Seated for the shoulders. So take your fingertips, drop them on the shoulders here, and gentle rotations. Bring the elbows all the way up to the nose, then down and around. Once you have your circle, add the breath. So inhale as you're coming up, as you're swooshing down, exhale. Just nice gentle movements. Again, closing the eyes, sending the breath to the area there in the shoulders. Pause at the top, and back the other way. So bring the shoulders down and around. So like an uppercut with the elbows, bring it up towards your nose with the breath. And then exhale, release. Do one more optional thing. Does anybody here wear contact glasses or lenses? Yeah? Okay. Or reading glasses? Okay. We'll do one. This is for everybody. Also works if you're with a monitor or a mobile phone a long time. There's actually 8 different eye yoga techniques. These really work. They work the muscle inside the eyes. So we'll just do one of my favorite ones and then go from there onto some standing sequence. Take your right thumb. The idea with this is to track the thumb as it goes in a giant circle, not moving the head or the neck, just the eyes. It's going to feel a little bit strange. We'll do a couple rounds each direction. But it does work the muscles, and it is very effective if you do this every day. Coming up, track the thumb, inhale breath. Try to raise the thumb up as high as you can, still keeping it within your vision, then down and around. Again, not moving the head or the neck. It's going to feel a little bit strange. Eyes are like moving around in there. That's the muscles working there in the eyes. Breath. Exhale as you're going down. Nice and slow. Gentle circle. One more time around. Once your thumb's landed on your knee, pause there for a moment. And now we'll go the opposite direction. Again, tracking the thumb, upwards, inhale, then down and around, exhale. Nice big circle. pause, release. Put your hand there. Now, before we switch sides, we'll do what's called palming. This is good in between the eye exercises, especially if you're practicing it for a while. And just covering the eyes which are closed with the palms once they're warm. Activates the circulation around the eyes. Stay here for a breath or two. And one more time. Rubbing the hands together. And then covering the sockets of the palms of the hands. Hands to the knees. And now we'll go for the other side. Final round here. So again, keep your head focused straight forward, and then just look down at your thumb with the eyes. Make a giant circle clockwise, high as you can, still keeping it within range of sight. And next circle around, just let your thumb land on your knee. Reset for a moment, and now the opposite direction, counterclockwise. And just tracking that thumb with the eyes. Pause, and the thumb there, and rubbing the hands together. And one more time. And release. Oh, now get rid of the blocks, do some standing, moving around on the mat, a little bit more active. Is everybody okay? We'll face this way, just as we are, because I think the sun's a little too bright. If you guys have like large watches or anything, you might want to take them off. I don't know. Up dog, down dog. It's finally warm enough. I'll take off my socks. I want to take off the socks. You guys familiar with sun salutations? Up dog, down dog, a little bit? No? Okay. I just, take off the socks on the mat. Change the camera a little bit here. facing this way. Let's try facing the mats this way. Then we have the view out there. It's kind of nice. A little change. So come just to the front of the mat here. We'll first start off in tabletop. So down on the hands and knees just for a second. And we'll be going into, I'll face this way so it's a little bit more visible. We're going into tabletop here. We're in the hands and knees. We're just curling our toes back. We're pushing into what's called down dog. So make sure your hands completely flat on the mat. And you're straightening your legs there. Pushing back on the heels. Raising the hips and just dropping the head between the arms and the shoulders. You feel some activation there. You should in the back of the calves. And from here, the first one, we'll do what's called walking the dog. So lifting one heel at a time, pedaling. Just nice and slowly. Working out any tension there in the calf. And again, make sure your hands are completely flat on the mat. Protect the wrist. And just keep the head there relaxed between the arms and the shoulders. And pressing back with both heels all the way. Guiding the forehead a little bit closer to the mat now. And now we'll look between our hands and the knees. Just stepping forward here. Raising ourselves up to the sky. Deep inhale breath. Challenge yourself a little bit. Lift the heels, go on the toes. And then bring the hands together. Gentle back bend. Let the hands just drop a little bit behind the crown of the head. Keep your gaze upwards. Shoulder blades coming together. Deep belly breath here. And now capture your elbows in your hands like we did before. Try to make sure your feet are completely together. Legs are straight. Doesn't matter how far you go. We're going to go for a forward bend here. So exhale breath. And just let yourself gently go forward. Again, keep the legs as straight as possible. Just getting that extension there. As your crown of your head guides down towards the mat. And now we'll step back. So bending the knees, stepping back, get your hands completely flat on the mat first. Sorry, should have said. And then just dropping down into plank, 8 limb style. So dropping down on your knees, chest, your chin, slide your fingers out to the front, elbows are on your side. And this is called Sphinx. Lift your shoulder and your head upwards, pressing into the elbows. That focus will be here in the breath, the abdomen pressing against the mat with each inhale and exhale. Now with the exhale breath, we'll add a twist. This is to activate a little bit the lower back. So just turning the head as far over your shoulder as you can, keeping it raised, and trying to look back at the heels of your feet. Inhale back to center. And then exhale off to the other side. Lower yourself down just a little bit here. And keep your head raised as much as you can. Lace your fingers behind you. We're going to go for snake here. So pull the shoulder blades together, lifting the hands off the back, and raising your feet, your knees off the floor or the mat. So you can have all your weight on your abdomen. From here, you can, on the next exhale, make a hiss. So, yeah, one more time. Keep some monkeys off the terrace. Okay. And now, while we're here, we'll take advantage. We'll go for bow. This is an interesting one. Are you okay with the foot there? Yeah, okay. We're going to capture okay. We're going to capture the tops of the feet. If it's difficult, I can give you the strap. It's okay? Okay. So the idea here is pushing the feet into the hands. So you get your calves or your quads off the floor, and you raise yourself up a little higher. And now you can actually move with the breath if you're up here, or you can keep your legs on the floor, whatever's more comfortable. And the idea is with the inhale breath, come up a little bit, and the exhale, you go down. So you sort of make yourself a yoga rocking chair. Just nice and gently, no forcing or straining. And again, if you're more comfortable, just keep the legs on the floor. Still a nice stretch on the quads, just by keeping the head raised. One more time. Okay. And just gently release the legs back down. Place your hands up here, close to your chest, your side. Come up to tabletop. And then from here, where do I go for child's pose? Reset the back a little bit. So the legs, the knees go out to the edges of the mat, toes touching. It's like when we were sitting on the blocks. And then sitting back all the way on the heels. Just let your head drop down onto the mat. Arms extended fully. Exhale breath, and then just release. So stay here for a couple breaths. And inhale, coming back up to center. Curling the toes. Pushing back on the heels as far as you can. And again, walking the dog here and down dog. Lifting those hips. Pushing from the palms. Pushing both heels back all the way. Drop the head towards the mat. And then bending the knees. Bring your left foot forward between the hands. And just stand the legs separated like this. So there's some back bend here. Or forward hold rather. Raise your arms up to the sky. And just lace them behind your shoulder, behind your back. Bring the shoulder blades together. Look up to the sky again. And exhale breath. Keeping the hips centered and pushing backwards. Just lower yourself down towards the mat. Wherever you go, that's fine. Exhale breath always. Releasing any tension there in the legs. Try to keep the legs activated and straight. And now, with the next exhale breath, try raising your arms up a little bit. Letting the head drop a bit further down towards the mat. Opening the shoulders here. Just get to the point where you feel some activation. and can still maintain a yoga smile. Really, really important. Once you find your posture, your location here, you always want to stay in just one stable position. So comfortable one to say. And now when you're ready, bend the knees, lower the hands to the back, inhale breath as you're coming up. Don't get dizzy. Then the arms out to the side. We'll do some dynamic twists here. So everybody has a block. The block is just simply for one hand as we go down. So exhale breath, and then just drop your left hand on top of the block, keeping the hips straight, and then looking up over your shoulder. Arm that's in the air going all the way up to the sky, casting your gaze up towards the thumb that has the hand in the sky, and going for a nice twist here. Keeping a nice stable straight arm on top of the brick. And then again, releasing by bending the knees, your hands to the hips, inhale breath. Take a breath here, and then raise your arms up to the sky again. And then exhale breath. Legs are straight. Dropping the right hand now on top of the brick. Left hand shooting up towards the sky there. And again, activating the hips here. Backs and legs. And then bending the knees. Bring your hands to your waist. Inhale breath. Coming back up. And we'll do one more forward bend here. So this one, remove the block. Put it to one side. This one's a little bit more of a dynamic movement. So raise your arms up to the sky. Inhale breath. Then exhale. Let yourself fold forward as far as you can, and then let your hands drop behind you. Just enough to activate a bit more of the legs, not touching the mat. Then we're coming back up. Inhale slowly all the way, keeping the legs straight. Nice and slow. You don't want to go too quickly with this one. Now exhale. Going down again. Keeping the arms straight. Try not to touch the mat. Just slide the hands there underneath the legs. Getting a full forward bend. Stay here for a breath. And then when you're ready, inhale, coming back up. Straightening the spine. We'll go for one more round here. Exhale breath. Holding forward slowly, slowly. Keep those hips back again. Get the extension on the legs. Let yourself fold forward all the way, maybe a little bit closer, further. And stay there for a breath. And now coming back up. Inhale. To the hips. Now, I get the bricks off the mats. We'll come back to the front of the mat and go for another sun salutation here. So raising the arms up to the sky. And lifting the heels a little bit. Challenge yourself if you like on the toes. Down. Capture the elbows. Exhale. Let yourself fall forward. Just gently. And drop your hands to the mat. Bending the knees as much as you can until you get your hands flat. Just bend the knees. There you go. This way it protects the wrist because we'll then step back into plank. And from here, we'll go for, this is a classic chaturanga. So keeping the elbows into the side, try to challenge yourself. Go down without touching the mat. A little yoga conditioning here. And once you're there, try for up dog. Go onto the tops of the feet, lifting up. If you can't keep the knees off the floor, if not, that's okay too. Just lifting the chin upwards, getting the back bend here, bringing the shoulders together. Deep inhale breath with the belly, filling it there. And now we'll go back again to down dog. So curling the toes, pushing back on the feet, driving those heels back towards the mat there. Using the force from the palms of the hands. And then looking between your hands. This time we'll just bring our left foot forward, dropping our right knee on the outside of the mat, top of the foot there. The more space you have, the better for balance. We're going to come up to one what's called crescent. So raise the arms up to the sky, deep inhale breath. And from here, we'll drop the hands down on the inside of the foot. This is another one I quite like. It's called lizard. So with the lizard, the idea is you're bending your elbows, you're lowering yourself down, you're activating the back of the leg, the thigh here. And the hip. The idea is, if you can, getting your hands down completely on the forearms there. That really gets the activation there. Now, if that feels good and you can still keep your gaze forward, you feel some activation. If you find some space underneath your knee, with your shoulder, you can do what's called flying lizard. So sliding the shoulder there underneath the knee. And try, challenge yourself. And opening your wings like a flying lizard. If not, remain on the runway. It'll be for another day. But the fun thing I like with these yoga poses, a lot of the techniques, you can do variations. There's always something else you can add. There's another variation with this flying one where you just curl your toes and you lift your knee up off the floor. Like version 3.0, you know. So now bring your hands back to the mat. Here in tabletop, we'll take a shortcut here. So we're just going to curl the toes, push back into down dog. Heels going back all the way. Dropping the head. Reset here on the legs. And looking forward. Right foot forward between the hands. Dropping onto the top of the left knee. Top of the foot. Raise up for crescent. Deep inhale breath. And then exhale. Let the hands drop next to the inside of the hand, the foot there. And lower yourself down. Get the activation there on the hip, back of the leg. If you can, onto the forearms. Keeping your gaze forward. And again, if you want to explore this one, you find a little space here. You want to try the flying lizard. If you can get your shoulder underneath the knee, that can be possible. If not, just stay in the normal lizard position. That's okay. Hands back to center, next to the foot. Bring the feet back. We'll push back one more time here to down dog. Pushing the palms of the hands and pressing the heels back one at a time, pedaling a little bit here, opening the calves. And now bending the knees, looking forward to the hands, coming forward. And from here, we'll do a balancing pose. Have you tried tree before? Tree? No? Okay. There's two variations of tree. There's like low tree with the roots, and there's tree with the leg a little higher. So you can go one or two ways. We'll be facing this way, but you can either do just an ankle, support the arch of the foot on the ankle, or like this, yeah. Or the other way, you want to just be careful, is the bringing the foot up onto the inside of the thigh, like here. What you want to avoid doing is ever having the foot on the side of the knee. If the knee goes this way, if you're pushing the joint the opposite direction, it's not good. So either choose one or the other. It's no balancing competition, but the important thing is if you go for the second position, again, don't touch the knee with the foot. And then what I like to do is normally no mat, because then it's like more stable. So you can stand on the mat if you like. Then just focus out on the point in the distance, wherever you're comfortable. We'll stay here for some time. And then try to bring your hands to your heart. So we'll start off like this here. Hands to the heart. And again, looking out and a point in the distance. I'll place myself off to the side here. And now from here, if you like, you can open the branches of the tree. Bend the arms outwards. Release the foot. Bring the hands up to the sky, extending the spine. And then back down. Let's just try changing sides. So left foot now either at the ankle or raising it up on the inside of the thigh. Hands to the heart. And just find your balance. Point out the distance, gazing. And when you're ready, the branches of your tree. Release the hands. And we'll come back over to the mats again. Another sequence of sun salutation. So raise your arms up to the sky. Deep inhale breath. This time, drop your hands just out in front of you. Keep your feet together. Just the tips of your fingers touching the floor or on the tops of your feet or your shins, as long as you have contact with the hands. So straighten the legs, bring the feet together. Touch bring the feet together. Touch your shins. Okay, you're on the mat. So the idea with this one is you're here, you're on the floor or on your foot. You just lift your head. Inhale breath. Fill the belly with air. You get some extension on the lower back, on the backs of the legs. Then bend the elbows. Let the head drop down. Exhale. We'll do this a few times. It's a way to get some extra suppleness in the back of the legs. So inhale, coming up. Bending the elbows. Exhale, dropping down. One more time. Inhale, coming up. Your belly with air, straight arms, looking forward with your gaze. And exhale, bending the elbows. Just letting the head drop down towards the mat. Okay. And from here, we'll just bend our knees, getting the hands completely flat again for plank. Stay here for a moment. And then we'll go chaturanga, up dog. Inhale, bring the shoulders together, deep back bend here. Looking up at the sky, and curling the toes, pushing back. Down dog. And we'll challenge ourselves a little bit here, go for three-legged down dog. So lifting left foot up as high as you can, keeping the hips still squared, pushing on the two hands there, really opening the calf. And exhale breath. Let the foot down. Pedal a little bit between the 2 feet. And now pressing that left foot and raising the right. High as you can. Again, keeping the hips in line. Pushing into the palms. Dropping the head towards the mat. Get the extra extension there on the leg that's still on the floor. And exhale, release. Now we'll make our ways. Laying on the mat. So bring our heels in towards the glutes. We'll go for what's a half bridge. So just lifting the hips up as high as you can. Feel the weight now going onto the tops of your shoulders, back of your head, and lacing your fingers together. Bring them underneath. Bring the shoulder blades. Tuck the shoulder blades as well. And then lift the hips again a little bit higher. And then unlacing the fingers. Dropping yourself down on the hips. Bring your knees up towards your chest. Just lace the fingers across the top. And rocking side to side here gently. I like to call this a knee hug. It's very nice for the lower back. Just releases any tension there. And now, go for one challenging pose, shall we? Just to finish. Everybody sit up just for a second. So we're in a half bridge, and you saw how we did the shoulders tuck underneath. You need to do that for this one. Just watch real quickly. This is called a shoulder stand. That's a nice way to get vertical without doing a headstand. So you're lifting up again, tucking the shoulder blades under. Keep the hands here at the side. This is really important so you have a stable base. Then once you're there, just fall upwards or shoot the feet up, catching the back of the spine. The issue is if you don't tuck the shoulder blades, you have the elbows out, it becomes very unstable. It's much more difficult to hold the feet up. So everybody try. Let's go for it. I'll come around and adjust if anybody needs help. So again, just bring the heels in, lift the hips up, lace the fingers together, tuck each shoulder blade underneath, and then let yourself back down onto the floor, lower back, before shooting up into the air. Okay. Well, no hands, that's cool too. Push up. Elbows on the floor. Come back down. Come back down. Now try getting the hands underneath. Lift up. There you go. Get the elbows. Now let go of the hands. Let yourself down. Shoot the feet up. Push. Capture the back. and then hold yourself there. You gotta do it yourself. I can help with the alignment, but you gotta make the push. Okay, how I do? I'll try again. I'll help you. Try to get the feet vertical. So bring the hands underneath. Yeah. Bring the shoulder blades in. Good tuck. Okay. And drop the hands down. Push yourself up. Feet all the way. Up, 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 up. There you go. If your elbows are in, you'll get the verticality. Feel a little better? A little bit, no. Okay. It just takes time and practice. I know a lot of you guys, it's your first class, so it's okay. So now when you're here, if you want to do a nice sort of back bend, already there, you can always drop your feet behind. This is called plow. Whether you touch or not the floor, it's okay. It just gives a nice counter pose to the back. Then if you want to go for a little further, you lace the fingers together and you can get the toes to the floor. And then releasing the hands and the feet. Just keep your head on the mat. Lace the fingers across the top for one last knee hug, rocking side to side. Releasing any tension there in the back. And from here, we'll go for laying down. So first start with a twist and go for Shavasana. So I have 2 breaks. One side. Breaks. One side. Go for push. Huh? Yeah, this is a tough one. So the idea with the bricks and the cushion, very simple. It's just for the knees and the feet. So this is a twist before the Shavasana. Yeah? There. Laying down, palms are facing down, and you just drop your knees and your feet on one side and look the opposite direction. The reason for the blocks of the bolsters is to keep your shoulders flat on the mat. If you're really flexible, your shoulders stay down, then you can go like this. That's okay. So just try it. Line yourself up. Second to last pose here. This is a nice one for resetting the back. Raise up. And drop to one side. Using the feet. And look in the opposite direction. And back up. And look in the opposite way. It should feel nice on the back. It's really good at 5 o'clock in the afternoon when the terrace is hot. It feels fantastic. On the shoulders in the back. And now bring your knees back to center. One last little knee hug here, side to side. Fingers laced on top. And now we want to take the bricks or the bolster, put it on the other side. Get it sort of lined up. And then drop your knees and your feet on that side. Just look in the opposite direction. And then bring the knees back to center. And lace the fingers across the top. Rocking side to side, releasing any tension there. And then we'll take our final resting pose. Make sure your feet and your head, everything's heels are on the mat. Palms are facing up. And you're just laying completely flat, melding into the mat here. Letting the benefits of today's practice take effect. Close your eyes. And just with a calm breath, stay here. And now keeping the eyes closed. Just moving your fingers and your toes here. Reactivating a little bit the body. Roll off to one side. Use your two hands as a pillow. And just stay here for a few breaths. And now the next inhale breath. Using your two hands, bring yourself back up to center. Just crossing the legs. And hands to our heart. I'll just say namaste. Thank you everybody for sharing a nice morning class. If anybody's interested, today at 4 o'clock I'll have an aerial yoga class. I'm gonna have 4 swings, but if you're interested, because already two people. So. Yeah, thank you. I'll just do a quick goodbye here on the YouTube. Hello everyone. Did you have a good time with the yoga today? Beyond Nomad? Okay. Well, thanks everybody for joining. Please subscribe to the Michael Sands channel if you haven't already. And be back again soon. Today, perhaps even some aerial yoga, if everybody's okay with that. Otherwise, tomorrow. Have a great day. Namaste.